So let's have that vote now. Is there anybody else that would like to speak?
I would.
Let's go to the end. Brent?
I'd just like to make a comment that we would pass a moratorium without
Judge.
exceptions. That is to go against our
recuse
legal
yourself.
counsel telling us that we...
Stop, please. Just 1 second. No. Wait a second, Judge. Pardon me for 1 second. Thank you. We didn't talk about it. We talked about it, that in this order through the proceeding, he needed to leave. He said, I wanted to tell you something. I said, it's not appropriate that you tell me that. Is that okay? And I said, Judge, please leave. Okay? Now, let's go back to where we are.
Chairman, I think I have the floor. I'll start over. I think we as a court would pass a moratorium without exceptions. That is to go against our legal counsel's opinion that we could get sued over this. If we have all these people out in this audience come up and sign an affidavit that they would be personally responsible for any legal fees, any judgments against us. And after all, that's what you're asking every other citizen in this county to do, is to take this liability.
All right, stop. We're going to stop right there. There's going to be things said that you all are not going to agree with. I understand that. Some of the things that you all said, I didn't totally agree with. But I kept my mouth shut, except for one thing I said, Don, that I was there 30 years ago, and he and I can talk about that on the side. If this won't become a free-for-all in here, if this continues to happen, one by one, we'll ask you to leave or escort you. And I don't like saying that. That's just not my personality. But we're not going to happen. It's not going to happen from us, and it won't happen from you all. And that's just respect. And that's all we ask. Agree or disagree?
Thank you, Chairman. I will continue on this.
That's your turn.
I have been elected 5 times as magistrate. That's almost 20 years. We have sit up here and taken personal attacks, and you've been very rude to us. I would say this: if none of y'all had ever showed up today or at any meeting, you would not have altered our vote by one single vote. I know you want to be heard, but you have to trust us to do the right thing. My magistrate district is Goshen. 99% of my constituents will never see this data center if it's built anywhere. So we must want the tax money, so I must be for this, right? Wrong. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to vote for this moratorium, but I'm not going to put this county into a legal position to be sued.
Okay. Yes, Kevin.
So we are concerned about a potential lawsuit that may or may not happen. I could fall going down these steps today and sue the county. So are we going to take the steps out of the courthouse? So Western Hospitality is out zero money for us putting them in there. The only thing they could do is sue us in court, where we have to go back and agree to put them back in here. Right now, they're out zero. They have spent $0 on any permit, on anything over here, because they've not been approved for anything. So they are out nothing. They have no standing to sue us right now for anything, unless it is to sue us to have them put back in. In that case, we go to court and argue it. Right now, they don't owe us anything, and we don't owe them anything. So why are we arguing the fact of a maybe they could sue us at some point? I could sue you if I fall down the steps out here. So let's call for the question and let's get this thing going.
I think the other